A responsible single mother doing the best that she could do.
One woman is dead, 13 others are injured after someone opens fire at a candlelight vigil in Baytown. The mother of the victim, speaking exclusively to ABC13, shares her message for the person who pulled the trigger. A 19-year-old is arrested and charged in connection to the shooting of 3 deputy constables that left one of them dead.
It's 2 months later. I think for a second there we were a little worried, but this is a huge win for us.
New details on the suspect and the state of the investigation tonight. The 2 Houston area post offices come under scrutiny after an audit finds significant problems. A closer look at what's being done to fix the issues. The 2022 state election is taking shape. Meet the candidates vying to become the next lieutenant governor of Texas and the issues at the top of their agendas.
But we start with new developments in a mass shooting in Baytown. A 25-year-old mother was killed and at least 13 others injured after a drive-by shooting at a candlelight vigil.
Yes, in an ABC13 exclusive, ABC13's Brooke Taylor speaks with the victim's mother. And Brooke joins us now live from where all of this happened. Brooke, what can you tell us tonight?
Gina and Eric, I spoke with that victim's mother who tells me she was a mother also. She leaves behind a young girl. She says she has special needs and it's going to be a struggle even processing what happened to her mother. This shooting, though, happening in this large field here behind me. Witnesses I've spoken to say they heard 20 to 30 gunshots. A grandmother left to take care of her granddaughter, grasping the loss of her 25-year-old daughter, shot to death in a mass shooting while she was attending a friend's candlelight vigil.
I feel it's unfair that she leaves behind her daughter that will be 5 next week. We'll never see her mom again.
The vigil held for Jamal Narcisse outside of his mother's food truck near the North Market Loop in Baytown. Friends tell us he was murdered earlier this month. While they released balloons into the air, deputies say a suspect drove by, shooting into the crowd. Daisha Allen was killed and 13 others injured. Leanna Goodo says she spoke with her daughter just a few hours before.
She said, "I'll see you in the morning."
She was supposed to pick her daughter up, who's special needs. The two take care of her together.
She had a lot on her plate already with my granddaughter being special needs, and she was responsible, a responsible single mother doing the best that she could do.
Deputies searching for a small dark-colored sedan. If you have any information, you're asked to contact Harris County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers.
Now, I want justice to be done for whoever did this. If you saw something, if you heard something, if you know something, please reach out to the authorities so I can get justice for my daughter and for my granddaughter.
Now, right across from where this shooting happened, there is a small market right here behind me. That market does have surveillance footage directly looking at where this shooting took place. I did speak with the manager and asked him whether it's captured anything. As of tonight, he hasn't been able to tell me. We're live in Baytown. I'm Brooke Taylor, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Hopefully someone could answer her plea for justice. Thank you, Brooke. Well, the Gun Violence Archive defines a mass shooting as one in which at least 4 people are shot. And there has been a surge this year. According to the archive, there have been 666 mass shootings this year nationwide. Here's a map of all of them. Now, according to the archive, there has been 20 cases in Southeast Texas, which includes the latest one in Baytown. A teenager is now charged in the October ambush killing of a Precinct 4 deputy constable. Prosecutors say Eddie Miller shot and killed Deputy Kareem Atkins outside of a nightclub in October, injuring 2 other deputies. Law enforcement and the widow of Deputy Atkins reacted to the arrest during a press conference today. ABC 13's Maya Shea was there, and she is now live downtown with more for us. Maya.
The widow and her 2 little kids, it's just such a tragic situation. She spoke today during that news conference saying, look, she realized 2 months seemed like a long time, and there were certain points where they weren't sure if the person they believe is responsible would be under arrest. They are relieved he is tonight. Eddie Alberto Miller, just 19 years old, is now charged with capital murder in the shooting death of Constable Deputy Kareem Atkins. Police Chief Troy Fenner missed no words when announcing the arrest.
You kill one of our officers, we will arrest you. And that photo right there, when you see the handcuffs, that's Deputy Atkins' handcuffs.
The charges come 2 months after Atkins and 2 fellow deputy constables were ambushed and shot outside a North Houston nightclub where the 3 were working extra jobs. Atkins left behind 2 little kids, but his widow says she will make sure he is remembered.
I just want to keep him alive. I mean, he was a great person. He loved his job. He was so young. To know that it's a kid that took him, it's hard.
Investigators shied away from the specifics of the case, but did say that surveillance video showed Miller and others were inside the club earlier in the evening, before the ambush shooting outside. They say he was a suspect immediately after the shooting, but took until yesterday to gather all the necessary evidence before he could be arrested.
Shouldn't have been a surprise to him, but the true reality and the strong arm of all of us, all these agencies you've seen, he felt it yesterday.
Miller, who was arrested in Fort Bend County, is now also charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for injuring the 2 other deputies. He is being held without bond for the death of Atkins, who was killed just a day before a much-anticipated family vacation.
We had planned to go to Disney the day after. Says how much he loved his kids and what he wanted to do with my daughter and how much he wanted to spend time with them. So he worked a lot. He did. He worked a lot. But it was so that we could do little things like that with my kids.
Now the Atkins family wants to make sure justice is served. In Houston, Maya Shea, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Today marks 1 year since Texas State student Jason Landry got into his car and headed to Missouri City, but he never made it home.
Waiting for an answer and keep waiting and waiting. There's no way that we thought we would be here after an entire year.
Authorities say they found Landry's crashed car here in Luling with his wallet and phone inside. A backpack and clothing were found 900 feet away. But despite several major searches of the area by ground and air, there's still no sign of what happened to the 21-year-old. Well, Jason's father, Kent Landry, says there are theories that his son died of hypothermia, his body just hasn't been found, or that possibly someone else was involved. He says they've asked the FBI to get involved and as well the Attorney General.
They're starting a new cold case division, and we're hoping maybe they take it on and maybe having a new set of eyes might help bring this investigation to a close and help us have the answers as to what happened to our son.
There's also a $10,000 reward for anyone with information that leads to his return. We've also reached out to the Caldwell County Sheriff's Department, which confirms there's still an active investigation. The department also says, quote, "We maintain that there is no evidence of a crime, no evidence of foul play, and no evidence or indication that anyone has knowledge or involvement in the disappearance of Jason Landry. Our prayers are with the family and friends of Jason, as this is no doubt an anniversary that no one should have to experience," end quote. So if you know anything about Jason or what happened to him, we have contact information on our website, abc13.com. Also tomorrow, friends and family will gather for a prayer in his honor. The candlelight vigil starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow night at the Southminster Presbyterian Church in Missouri City.
We turn now to the latest on the COVID-19 pandemic, and this week marks a special anniversary in the fight against the virus. This week is 1 year since the COVID-19 vaccine arrived in Texas. Hospitals in Southeast Texas began getting their shipments of the Pfizer 2-dose vaccine just days after the FDA gave it emergency use authorization. Healthcare workers across our area were the first to get their jabs. And today also marks 1 year since the first American received the COVID-19 vaccine outside of a clinical trial. ICU nurse Sandra Lindsay of New York got the Pfizer shot live on television. Pardon me. That vaccine was developed in just 11 months, beating out the vaccine for mumps, which took 4 years. Now, the city of Houston, along with Texas Children's Hospital, will host a mega vaccination clinic this Friday. It's going to be from noon until 8 at the George R. Brown Convention Center. Houston health officials are hoping to vaccinate at least 5,000 people at the clinic, including children as young as 5. Booster shots are also available for those 16 and older, and Metro is offering free rides to that clinic. Appointments are encouraged, but walk-ins are still welcome.
And right now, just over 70% of eligible Texans over the age of 5 have had one dose of the vaccine, 60% fully vaccinated, and more than 3.7 million Texans have had their booster dose. The number of people getting vaccinated going up statewide here. This is according to the state health data collected by the Texas Tribune. The trends also show us the number of hospitalizations are still going up, but the number of average new cases and deaths still trending down.